tasting. That first sweet bite. It gets me every single time. That and the precious moment when the light, the life, everything that makes that person them, has slipped away. Speaking of which, Bryony here has just left us. Her legs under my weight have fallen still at last, and her nails have stopped trying in vain to claw my eyes out. I'd kept my face out of harm's way, head cocked to the side, just so, watching as she bled out. I picked her up on a winding country road in the Chilterns, en route between the county of Buckinghamshire and Kennington, Hertfordshire, not to be confused with Kennington, London, not far from MI6. I should be so fucking lucky, because that would be pretty cool. I'd been out on one of the drives I like to do when not at work. I can literally just drive for miles with no real destination in mind, just enjoying where the roads take me. Admittedly, this means I can scope out the area, understand my limits, respect the boundaries I have to force on myself so I don't get caught, but it's a real pleasure. A Sunday morning drive is how I found the cabin in the woods. It was an old site that used to hire out wood cabins to families on a self-catering basis. It was supposed to be all about getting back to nature, immersing oneself in the woods, leaving the rat race behind, that type of shit. This place thrived in the 90s. Then we hit the noughties and it went to the dogs under new management. This place was soon forgotten. It's not even on my sat-nav. Completely isolated, forgotten, broken and unloved, until I found a use for it. Anyway, I digress. So, Bryony. She said she'd had her thumb stuck out for about 30 minutes before I stopped at the side of the road. When she lowered her head to give me the once-over, her eyes did show a flicker of recognition. I did the same. I was pretty sure I'd seen her somewhere before. "Where you heading?" I'd asked. "Anywhere but here," she'd replied breezily, not seeing me as a threat. I asked her what she meant. She told me she'd had enough of her mother's new boyfriend and was running away. Then she dropped her rucksack on the back seat of the car and climbed in beside me. Just like that. "Come into my parlour," said the spider to the fly. I admit my smile was beaming, ear to ear. Bryony, she told me her name with a flick of her chestnut-coloured hair over her small shoulders, was beautiful. "Take me as far as you're going?" she said. I felt duty-bound to oblige. After some small talk, she said she needed a piss. With no services nearby, just narrow country lanes, I pulled over and she ran into the thick of some trees. I knocked her unconscious with one blow to the back of the head with my heavy-duty torch. Top tip, always be prepared. Catching her mid-flow, jeans and knickers around her ankles. Not my greatest or proudest moment, I'll admit. Necessary, though. After an initial struggle with her jeans, I got her in the boot, wrists and ankles bound tight. When we got to the cabin, I waited about 4 hours before I caved in and killed Bryony, cutting her throat from ear to ear. It was right after she said she knew where she'd seen me before. She had sealed her own fate right at that moment because, just before that, I'd been in two minds about whether to let her go or not. She was a runaway, and I can relate to that and the reasons why she was doing it. We had found some common ground, but then she went and ruined it for herself. I still don't quite understand what she had been saying to me. Places she said she'd seen me, but she was scared shitless. I doubt many people make much sense when they've reached the limits of trying to control such obvious fear. I look down at her now, at the blood on the plastic sheet. I stare into her glassy green eyes. With her last ounce of strength, Bryony's frightful stare had found